ECHOSTASIS is broken and beautiful, and deserves more respect. Considering the beautifully broken nature of the first two games in the Enigma trilogy, you could say that it has a troubled past. The eerie echo of the previous entries resonates throughout the entirety of this enigmatic experience that is ECHOSTASIS. Thus, it struggles with conveying its latent beauty to those that choose to perceive it, so it breaks their minds to level the playing field. As your psyche slowly submits to the hypnotic charm of the cloud, you realize that resistance is futile. You must heed the call of the void. Today we're going to see how ECHOSTASIS channels cryptic beauty through a broken lens. Upon entering the enigma that is ECHOSTASIS, we find ourselves drifting into a distorted memory filled with pixelated predators, glitch-laden graveyards, and tempestuous thoughts. One can describe this aesthetic as retro or abstract, but those descriptors feel a little too commonplace. They're not as precise as I would like. I'm going to refer to this game's style as eclectic surrealism. It kind of has a forbidden dream thing going on. It's almost hypnagogic in a sense. The visuals and sounds make you feel like you're slowly drifting into a deep virtual slumber, but to no avail. Just when your consciousness begins to depart, the metaphorical pin drops from in between your diaphanous fingertips, and a sharp sound resonates in your mind, jolting you awake. Thus, Hypnopompia briefly greets you and sends you back to the terrifying terminal that is the Dreamscape Explorer. This dichotomy of hypnagogia and hypnopompia mirror the conflicted nature of ECHOSTASIS. The thick layer of esoteric dust obscuring the visuals of this game never seemed to fully settle. It's almost as if the game is trying to tell you something, but her vision is too shrouded by the cloud to see the truth. If you want to get to know her, well, you just have to play the game. If you intend to connect all of the distinct dots in ECHOSTASIS, you'll have to pay close attention to the details as you carefully traverse each delicate dreamscape. The unsettling nature of this game will not let you rest until you pick up every last piece of its shattered soul. In the world of ECHOSTASIS, time is of the essence. You must be meticulous with your movements if you intend to unravel the mysteries of this realm, evidenced by the timer that accompanies you in each region. The overall pacing is defined by this limited duration, swaying between a looming hostility that haunts you and an eerie calm that briefly relieves you. This contrast reflects the unpredictable nature of events and encounters in ECHOSTASIS. You never know when a threat is lurking around the corner or when you'll experience another eureka moment as you solve one of the many cryptic puzzles in the dreamscape. As you progress through this dimension of digital dolor, echoes of the past are bound to disturb your peace in a cyclical manner. It's almost as though this iterative approach to exploration is intentionally tedious so that the learning growth that we experience is palpable. You may even feel some discomfort as you delve deeper into the esoteric themes of ECHOSTASIS. The myriad lessons you will learn on your journey will not come easy. Needless to say, explorers of the dreamscape cannot be heedless. You must be precise. You ought to stay on your toes to anticipate disturbances and avoid them, if that's even possible. Despite the countless hostile interactions you may have in this game, you can rest assured that the things that you'll learn will be valuable. As we interact with the world of ECHOSTASIS, you may begin to feel as though we can't trust anyone or anything that inhabits it. Despite the undercurrent of isolation that plagues us, the world feels alive in a way that is deeply unsettling. Once again, we've come face to face with the dichotomous nature of the dreamscape. In this world, interacting with the environment means we are taking a risk. It also means we are learning. Each iterative exploration expands our knowledge of the realm we inhabit. The first-person perspective forces us to confront each obstacle head-on. The heterocyclic horrors that haunt this realm will be directed at you. Not a protagonist, not a 3D model, but you, the player. Each interaction will require our direct input, so there's no escaping our assigned role. Fortunately, the fascinating manner in which we interact with ECHOSTASIS is through the mysterious messages we're required to read. The way the entities in this game engage with the player is intriguing, to say the least. The approach is almost reminiscent of an ARG or alternate reality game. You, the player, actually play a crucial role in the narrative. Our behavior and decisions slowly become enmeshed with the dreamscape in a palpable yet curiously vague fashion. Occasionally you might feel as though you are witnessing a fourth wall breaking moment, but it appears to only exist in our peripheral vision. The extent of our field of view feels like it distorts and conforms repeatedly as we play this game, and that's exactly why you should play it. ECHOSTASIS expands our mind in a way that few games have, and it does so in a creative manner that will likely inspire you to conjure your own worlds. In the world of ECHOSTASIS, a realm that is presumably bereft of time, our experience appears to be defined by this absence. A realm steeped in distortion and dismay, yet the contrast emphasizes the impact and empathetic nature of the composition. A realm yearning to feel understood, yet it misleads us as much as it pleads for us. Every step of the iterative exploration of this realm reinforces our dysfunctional relationship with the passage of time and, more specifically, technological progress. The speed at which humans have had to adapt to recent innovations exceeds the limits at which our bodies can realistically accommodate it. Our intellectual inertia creates an increasingly strong resistance to said innovations. That being said, ECHOSTASIS highlights this phenomenon in a way that is almost poetic. I'm not going to go into detail regarding the conclusion of this game, but I can tell you what to expect to learn from it. You should expect to learn that it's okay to feel uncomfortable with your identity, especially when your way of life is in jeopardy. The enemies that you're facing are novel, to say the least. Your ancestors did not adapt to overcome such challenges. However, you've also been graced with a tenacious spirit tempered through countless generations of repeated struggles, setbacks, and circumstances. One thing your ancestors wouldn't have done is give up. That's why you're still here. You trudge forward despite the convoluted nature of your reality. ECHOSTASIS will remind you that even after all those doubts and fears, we are still here. The fact that ECHOSTASIS is not more well known is intriguing. I understand that the style and subject matter make it more niche, but it's still surprising. Perhaps it's better that it remains our own little secret. Maybe some games are meant to be enjoyed by a few fortunate souls that stumble upon it. Games like ECHOSTASIS are for those of us that want something special. Those of us that value developers that go above and beyond for their hard work and dedication to the craft. For those of us that yearn for more meaning. For those of us that just want to feel something. ECHOSTASIS was developed by Enigma Studio and is available on Steam along with all of the previous games and demos in the trilogy. By the way, every entry in this series is unique, including the demos, so I would recommend playing all of them from start to finish. If you've enjoyed learning about this broken and beautiful game, let me know which part of this game intrigues you the most. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep exploring.